All right, welcome back to another lesson for Math 8, lesson 113, using scatter plots to make predictions. So today I'm not going to be teaching per se in the whiteboard because the book is the one that has a lot of it. And please realize this lesson is not something that we're going to be asking you a lot about. You need to have a calculator for that, but that is going to be very important for not very important, but that's something that we're going to keep on talking about in Algebra 1. So we just want to introduce you to the idea of scatter plots so that when we actually go back in Algebra 1 and look over scatter plots, you already know what we're talking about. So that's important. So understand that. Now know that, we're not going to be doing a lot of that. So let's actually jump into the lesson. It's going to be probably a shorter video today, but that's good, right? So let's just go over the lesson. So before we actually get into the example, I just wanted to point out the positive correlation, the negative correlation, and the no correlation. So let me try to show you better. Try to adjust my handy dandy camera right here. No, that's not it. Try to figure it out with my tripod. There we go. All right. So positive correlation, it's one that makes it look like it's going up. Pretty easy. Negative correlation is one that looks that it's going down. And no correlation means that, you know, it's so scattered that you can't really tell whether it's going up or down. So that's what the difference between the correlations are. Okay, so that's what you have to know. Positive correlation, negative correlation, no correlation. And that then leads it to example 1. And to look at example 1, we are going to look at this. And it says, each student in a science lab receives a specimen of a certain mineral and measures its volume and mass. The measurement for each specimen are listed below, and each data point is graphed on the scatter plot. So that is the scatter plot. It's based on volume, which is going to be my x. You see volume, x. And my mass, which is going to be my y. And then, obviously, we have the points. If you look at this, this is a positive correlation based on what it said on top. All right? So it says, draw a best fit line and find the equation. Now, drawing the best fit line, it's going to be really tough for you guys to do without a calculator. That's why I don't understand why they ask you to do it. So if you look at what they have here, water break, we are going to see that they said that they lined with the origin and then they put a line that goes kind of like in between the points as best they could, but it doesn't touch all the points. Right here, there's a point. Hopefully you can see it in your book that it doesn't touch. And so it goes through the points, but it doesn't really show the points as well. So that's it. And it says, we see that it passes through the origin and the data point 10, 0, and 27, 0. So its slope is 2.7. Because what they did was they found the slope from those 2 points that they thought it went through, and they found the slope. So the slope was 2.7, and because it goes through the origin, it has no y-intercept, the y-intercept being 0. So if you look at that and think about slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, m being 2.7, b being 0, that's where they got 2.7 from. And so that's a line. And then they say the question in B was, use the best fit line to predict the mass of specimen of this mineral with 100 centimeters cubed of volume. And so what they did was they used this, and instead of x, they put g, which is grams. So they put 2.7 times 100, they got 270 grams. And that's pretty much it, how you do it. So more than anything, I would be more interested in you knowing what a positive, negative, and no correlation scatter plot is. So that's it. But before we end, we're going to do a little bit of a bonus. I know some of you don't think that it would be coming so quick, but surprise, surprise. All right, so for the bonus, for the first 5 people that answered down below in the YouTube comments what your favorite team is, you're going to get 3 bonus points for your next test. It doesn't matter what type of team. Just tell me what your favorite team is. If you by any chance don't have a favorite team, you can always choose the boys LGCS soccer team because, I mean, we were champions last year. So we got the banner. Yeah, we're a pretty good team. So you can put that. And again, if you weren't one of the first 5 people to put your favorite team down below in the comments for YouTube, you can actually go to Google Classroom, and the next 3 people that put something there based on what I'm going to ask right now will get 2 bonus points, okay? So your question is, what is your favorite food? Okay, so you have to answer what's your favorite food on Google Classroom. By the way, you cannot answer both in YouTube and Google Classroom. If you do both, I'm going to just give you the points for Google Classroom, which is 2 points, 1 point less than YouTube. So you have to be careful about what you do, okay? So that's it for now. We are 7 lessons away from finishing the book. Yeah, we're really close. All right, so see you in the next one.